Unless something from the top down, down up, everything changes like that. We're going to continue to have this issue with us. Here's a lesson that nobody teaches you when you first start living on your own. It's that with great food comes a greater amount of trash. Now all this trash, it's gotta go somewhere, right? Well, what we used to do was I'd collect all these little bits of trash, put them in a big bin, and then every alternate day this big old thing would be collected by the trash collectors. Now unfortunately, those guys haven't been showing up for the past month. I don't know, they just disappeared. They stopped coming to collect trash. So what I've been doing is I've been throwing this trash out myself. And this is not something that's unique to me. Everyone in our locality has the same problem. It's because of the fact that I live inside the Siliguri area, but I'm technically not inside the Siliguri metropolitan zone, that I have to do this now. I have to collect my own trash and take it somewhere where it will get processed properly. You see, if you're inside the Siliguri metro zone, the city comes and collects your trash every morning. But since I don't live inside that area, we had private contractors who don't show up anymore. Hence. You see, what people usually do around these parts is either find an empty plot of land and burn their trash, or they just dump it to the ground, sort of like this. Now here's a pretty popular place to dump your garbage. I mean, I could technically dump my bag here, but it doesn't really feel good, you know, dumping your trash in front of someone else's shop, someone else's ground, or in front of a football field, example. Which is why I've come here. I'm in Darjeeling Moor. Darjeeling Moor is around the place where I believe Siliguri's border starts. They used to have a giant garbage collecting bin right around there, but it doesn't seem to exist anymore. And I just spent the last hour trying to find one of these collection boxes for trash all over the city, but there seems to be none, which is why I'm here. Yeah, that picturesque hill that you're seeing is not exactly made of earth. It's made of trash. It's not my first time here at the Siliguri landfill. In fact, I've been inside that landfill back when I made a video on how Siliguri trash was disposed. And I'll probably add some videos of what it looks like inside right here. It's not good. Definitely not good. So as you can see, most of the city's trash ends up here. This is where all the collectors bring it. And if you can see, there's a lot of smoke, so a lot of the trash is also being burnt. Well, I don't know if it's intentional or it's just accidentally burning, but whether you're doing it locally or you're sending it to the city, your trash is most likely probably getting burnt. There's a lot of animals up there eating the trash. Lots of birds, cows, dogs. Even here around the dumping area, I can't find clear trash collecting point, so I don't know where I should dump my trash. I mean, there's a huge mountain of garbage right behind me, but I can't exactly go inside and dump everything on the floor, right? Something funny just occurred to me. I think I'm the only person in history who's taken trash out of the Siliguri landfill. I really didn't think that I'd be taking it back, actually. Finally found one. I had to spend like 2 hours trying to find that trash dump. Find it in the middle of the city, right next to the mall. Okay, so before anyone runs to the comment section to either write, Jonathan, you're such a good person for putting so much effort into disposing your garbage, you're such a nice, amazing person, or Jonathan, you're such a self-righteous for trying to virtue signal and have this holier than thou attitude, like I'm the only person who disposes trash. I have two things to say. So number one is obviously I am neither of those people. If I wasn't doing this video, I would never have put in that much effort, time, and petrol to find this city-approved garbage disposal bin. I think I spent half the day and a few hundred rupees worth of petrol just to find that one bin, and I'm sure I got lucky. I think that bin was not supposed to be there. I would not have done it otherwise. I think on a normal day, I would either have come back home with the garbage to take back to Garidhara, where they still collect garbage bins every day, or I would have found a place nearby where people burn the garbage immediately so that, I guess, animals don't come and eat it, or it doesn't, like collect in front of somebody's house or school. Now, the second thing is the message of this video is not activism. In fact, it's the exact opposite. There was a time when I thought the best way to make our cities cleaner was to perform activism, to go out on these cleanliness drives, to push the message, tell people what to do, and almost shame them into not throwing their garbage everywhere, educating them. But I think I've almost grown out of that mentality. I've become cynical that people can change their behavior when everything else around them won't support this new behavior. Because if you think about it, take for example what I just did. In my neighborhood, the only form of trash collection was gone. Now God knows what those private collectors did. I don't know if they were taking the trash to the landfill, or they're taking it to some other dumping ground, or they're burning it somewhere. What's most likely is they're probably burning it, and for some reason they don't come to collect anymore. So what is a person in my situation to do? Either dump it in a neighboring empty plot, take it there to burn it, or do what I did today. Try and drive all around the city aimlessly to find a city-approved dumping bin to throw in. It's just not practical. What are you supposed to do? Stop making trash? And it's also a factor of class. I have a scooty. Some people have cars. It's easier to dump it when you have a car. Most people in Siliguri probably don't have either. So what took me 2-3 hours would probably take them a lot more money and a lot more time to do. You really can't expect a citizen to do all that. And from what I showed you already, the dumping yard, it's not that the city itself is not trying either. I'm sure they're trying their best to manage this enormous pile of garbage that gets dumped on them every day. Okay, so the whole point of this video, my whole point, is that it's really not that black and white. I do what I do because I can. I have the privilege of time and effort and a transportation vehicle. The reason I don't dump it all on someone else's yard is not because I'm a good person, but because I feel responsible for my garbage. It's out of responsibility that it's my trash. It shouldn't be someone else's problem. It's from consideration, not from some kind of goodness. And on the other side, I get it. When you see someone throwing trash out of their vehicle, of course, that pisses me off too. But most people are not that. Most people just want to dispose their waste in a way that is most convenient to them, most efficient to them. If there is a solution that is easy, cost efficient, and not that high of an effort, I'm sure most people would choose the cleaner way than the trashier way. So where does that get us? What is the solution? What is the conclusion? Honestly, I don't really know. I don't have a solution, at least not something I can implement by myself. I can do the best I can. You can do the best you can. But I think we shouldn't expect everyone else to do it, as much as it would be nice if everyone did. Like when I started this video, I was actually going to talk about how, trash in India and in small towns like Siliguri, they're more a reflection of our priorities than a habit problem or a civic problem. But when I tried to dispose my trash and was unsuccessful for several hours, I realized that while it's romantic to think one individual can start this change that changes the world, the truth is it's more complicated than that. Unless something from the top down, down up, everything changes like that, we're going to continue to have this issue with us. So yeah, In conclusion, whoever's responsible for collecting trash in our area, please come back. I know this was a little bit of a different kind of video. Tell me what you think should be done to solve this rising trash crisis. Or if your town or locality does something unique or special that's effective, write them down in the comments. For me personally, I'm more of a clean freak, but at the same time, I don't want to be imposing any rules or fines or inconvenience to people whose priority is survival, education, and not, bits of plastic that surround their homes. I think I have a lot more to say about this topic, and there will be some videos around it in the future. Thank you for all the members who support this channel directly. Do consider becoming a member if you like what you see. And yeah, I'll see you next time. This is where most of Siliguri's 350 tons of solid waste ends up every day, and it's quickly running out of space.